It's another good day, and you know what it feels like when a package comes in. What's in the box? There's 3 fragrances by Halston, one by NISHANE, and one from Cartier. Now, I got the Halstons because one of the fragrances I love the most is Noir Anthracite by Tom Ford. Somewhere in YouTube, somebody said that Halston Z-14 smells like Noir Anthracite, and Noir Anthracite is already discontinued, which is why if it indeed smells the same, then, well, my problem is solved. I don't have to save my single bottle. Now I'm somewhat disappointed because the bottle that I clicked on is not supposed to be this bottle. It was supposed to be the earlier edition. This is Halston Z. Promising. This is Halston I-12. Unutamam is based on a Portuguese song. First, Miguel. Oh my god. This is good. Like from the bottle, I think I'm gonna love this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this. This one I think I'm not gonna like so much. Just first impressions of Halston Z. Don't get it. It's really kind of boring. It's just a very cologne-y, a classic cologne-y profile. It's tart. I'm starting to get a sense that after 30 minutes, this might be something. But if we're just talking about the first 5 minutes, it's actually beginning to smell to me like a very handsome cologne kind of perfume. It's starting to smell better and better, but I will go back to this after 30 minutes. And this is Z-14, which is the main reason I looked into Halston at all. Man. Halston Z-14 is hitting the right spot. This is getting better and better. In terms of ingredients, I'm almost sure that this is very complex, like it has a lot of everything, but at the same time, it's very light and airy, very sophisticated. Halston Z is becoming greener and greener. Well, Halston Z-14 is getting deeper and deeper. And we shall try Halston I-12. The first blast of I-12 felt very old school, but after 3 seconds, and just 3 seconds, it immediately got better. Not that there's anything wrong with old school, only that I really don't like redundancies in my collection, and so if it smells like something else, then I tend to be disappointed. But after 3 seconds, I'm starting to like it. It makes me think it's somewhere in the ballpark of polo green, which I wore when I was 9 years old. First impression, at just like 5 minutes, Halston I-12 is comparable to Loewe Essentia, Jaguar Classic, Polo Green, but so far, Halston I-12 is sexier. I like it. No regrets so far. So far, the only regret is Halston Z. Next is Santos de Cartier. Wow. Wow. Oh God. This is a winner. And something animalic after a minute is coming out. I'm very quickly beginning to have an addiction to Santos de Cartier. Finally, somewhat sweet. Somewhat sweet and green. This is just the first minute. And it's reminding me of Music for a While from Frederick Mao. It has that same raw appeal. There's also something very camphoraceous that's coming forward. It smells kind of dirty in a good way, in a sexy way. I'm not sure if it's camphoraceous or just minty, but there is something kind of like a cold menthol to Unutamam. Right, it's been a couple of minutes, and the first thing I have to say is that Halston Z is regrettable. This lacks body. Skip Halston Z, it's just not worth it. But I will keep trying, and maybe in a month or so, I'm gonna do a full review. I'll do a full review if it turns out to be better, but at this time, after 15 minutes, it's just not really doing it for me. I'll get back to this video in, say, 20 minutes. Here are some final thoughts as far as first impressions are concerned. Halston Z is pure trash. Do not bother with it. I don't think I'm ever going to like this, and I don't really want to wear it again. I don't even want to test it again. It's sour and bodiless. Just skip it. This is just trash. These four, however, are really quite wonderful. It's in fact very difficult for me to rank them. First impressions of Z-14, there is indeed a resemblance to Tom Ford's Noir Anthracite. Promise that I'm going to do a comparison vid of Noir Anthracite and Halston Z-14 in the coming month, in July. So if you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell if you don't want to miss it. Halston I-12, it's coming off to me now as very clean and handsome. And it's a surprise because I didn't expect to like I-12 all that much. But I'm starting to really like it. No regrets at all. Santos de Cartier is extremely polished, masculine and interesting and classy, and no regrets with this either. Classic, but not outdated. Also, if you're the kind of person who doesn't really like powdery fragrances, this one has a very tolerable level of powderiness. Very classy. As for NISHANE UNUTAMAM, I'm not sure if it's the concept that is similar or if it's the lavender that was used in UNUTAMAM, but it really is reminding me of aspects of Frederick Mull's Music for a While. I think the lavender that they used is exactly the same. And also, I say conceptually because in UNUTAMAM there's also something that's very playful. I think it's the lavender and something kind of like animalic, and they're kind of at war. It's not a skanky animalic at all. Now, if I had to rate all these blind buys, I'd say, well, just to reiterate, Halston Z, utter trash. So I'll just rank these four. So this is top 4, which is Halston Z-14. Surprise, surprise, I-12 is to me more attractive than Z-14. Although more honestly, I'm still torn between the two. I think that they're both good. These are two solid cheapies in my book. But just for this afternoon, I'm gonna rank I-12 higher than Z-14. Top 2 is NISHANE UNUTAMAM. It's interesting and it's bold. It has a rawness that I find extremely exciting. Is it a safe blind buy? If you're a collector, I don't think that you should skip it. And number 1 is Santos de Cartier. Are these safe blind buys? Among the 4, the safest blind buy to my nose this afternoon is Halston I-12. Because most men I know, you're just looking for something that smells clean and kind of like light and also versatile. Halston I-12 would be the one for you if you're looking for a very safe, cheapy blind buy. I-12 is bracing, but it's just number 3 because it's not as interesting or as sophisticated as Santos de Cartier and NISHANE's UNUTAMAM. All in all, successful blind buy. So I had more time to spend with these fragrances, and after 3 hours, or maybe more like 4, a new ranking. Number 4 would be I-12 because it's just not that unique. And number 3 is Santos de Cartier, and number 2 is Halston Z-14, and number 1 is NISHANE UNUTAMAM. UNUTAMAM just took some getting used to, and after 3 hours the patchouli came out, and and once you've noticed a certain note in the fragrance, the next time you wear it, you can sense it more easily, even just after you sprayed. And so once I got a better sense of a patchouli in this fragrance, it started to be so much more pleasant to me. Pleasant to me in the sense of instant pleasure. Well, I know that this is just first impressions, but I hope that it has been somewhat helpful. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again.